on it or two?
Check. There we go.
Check.
All right, let's run that back. Two goats. All right, let me see. All right. There we go.
No, we got audio.
My bad. Audio fix.
Audio fix. We back.
The government muted us. We just had this whole CIA conversation, yo. We've been watched this whole time.
I don't believe in coincidences, man.
Oh my God.
That was hilarious.
Damn. Well.
How about them Raiders?
They beat the Chiefs, yo. This is crazy.
Dude, that was a good Christmas, man. I was like, oh. But yeah, they lost like last week, so they're out the playoffs.
They're out?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I think they got like one more game regular season coming up Sunday. But yeah, they're out, man. My Raiders. They're looking good, man. Like, Adrian O'Connell and Antonio Pierce, like his coach, man. Like, they're looking good.
You think he stays?
I hope he stays. Like, I mean, there'd be no reason to get rid of him, like, the way he turned that team around.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see it. Like, they were playing, like, a whole different team. And, like, I'm impressed. Like, Adrian O'Connell being a rookie and just, like, coming into, like, quarterback after, like, Garoppolo's, like, failures and everything.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though, man. I mean, the dude made a paycheck. He got $70 million just to kick it. So, I mean, not bad. Jimmy G.
Damn.
$70 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's always been like the Raiders like thing. It's like
Who was the backup? I mean, he ran through the whole thing. Like,
well, no, they had Jimmy G. Then they had like this backup veteran, and then the rookie was O'Connell. And then they played one game with that vet. I forgot his name, but like he was just in and tanking. He had no completions. And then they threw in the rookie. They threw in Adrian O'Connell, and like he was just killing it. And then they started him the next game, and yeah, it completely turned the Raiders around.
Damn, Jimmy G's been benched and replaced by rookies his entire career, bro. It's crazy. Like, every time this guy gets hurt, it's like a blessing for some guy sitting behind him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm going to back up Jimmy G. My life's going to change.
Yes. Be a rookie backup for Jimmy G, and then you'll be a starter.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's interesting, man.
Yeah, so we're in playoffs this week, or we got one more week?
One more week. I think like week 18 comes and then playoffs. Yeah, so it's...
I forget there's week 18, man.
Yeah.
I seen week 17, I was like, oh, I think this is the last week, but yeah they added the two.
They added 2 more weeks, yeah.
It's crazy. Wait, so it ends at 18 or it goes to 19?
Dude, if it goes to 19, that's something new to me, because I thought it ended at 18.
All right, so it does end at 18.
But, I mean, like, 49 looking good. I mean, that's who I'm with now in the playoffs, now that the Raiders are out. Got to keep it like Bay Area. But, yeah, man, that was the... They played a good game on Sunday. They played a good game. They almost came back. Like, it was penalties that killed them, because it's like they did miss that field. Like, God, who were they playing? Why am I, like, spacing on who they were playing?
Kansas City or no?
No, Kansas City. The Chiefs was...
Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Divisional, Chargers, no. Broncos?
Was it Broncos? I forget who they were playing, but they missed the field goal, right? So, like, they were only, like, 1 score away.
You guys need Janikowski back.
Oh, no, not the Raiders. Like, the opposite team, because it's like they would have put them up 2 scores. So they missed the field goal, but it was a penalty. So then they got to do the field goal over again, and they hit it the second time. Oh, it was the Colts. It was the Colts. Okay. They were playing the Colts. Yeah, so it's like that was heartbreaking. Yeah, penalties killed them that game. Like, because they've been pretty disciplined. I know you used to get a lot of penalties before, but they were pretty disciplined that game. But yeah, I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What do you got going? What's it looking like for the playoffs?
Playoffs, I'm going to go with San Francisco. I think San Francisco, they've been looking strong all year. Purdy's looking good. So I feel like San Francisco's got a good shot.
Hey, did you hear about this with Tyreek Hill? Like, his pad burned down or something?
No.
Yeah, his house burned down. My boy was telling me yesterday, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, his whole house caught fire. Like, and he's like Rick Ross's neighbor. I guess Rick Ross was online. It was like nuts.
Ricky Ross, man.
It's crazy.
Dude, I feel like, like Nova 3, like up in Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had like a small show over there, which was insane.
Rick Ross did?
Yeah, Rick Ross. Like, I guess like the dude, the guy that runs the Jim Kim actually knows like Rick Ross. So like they did like a small maybe like less than 100-person concert over there.
Okay. It's crazy.
Yeah, they used to do like something on Wednesdays, like Crypto Wednesdays, but they moved it to Thursday, so conflicts with the IRL fam. So I'm not gonna make it out there.
Are they still doing? Is Ben still doing Crypto Mondays? Blackoff?
Dude, I'm not sure because you know what? Honestly, I've never been to Crypto Mondays. Christina just threw me on to like Crypto Fridays,
Where's
which is
that at?
K-Town.
Okay.
So that's like the homie Alex Tao. So he'll do Crypto Fridays over in K-Town. They meet over there and everything. So it's like he threw a bit of a rager actually last Friday, like at his apartment building.
Nice.
Which pretty cool spot. It's like up in K-Town, got like a nice rooftop deck. You see like views of downtown and everything. Ended up just partying with him and a couple other people till like about 8 in the morning playing poker.
Nice.
Yeah. It was one of those nights, man. Just like 8 in the morning.
That's
like,
fucking awesome.
Oh damn, it's 8 in the morning. Here we are. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I met like this cool dev, like the one I was telling you about that was putting me on to Say.
Yeah.
And was talking about like their fast CPS. John of Tezos was there, preaching the gospel of Tezos, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Shout out to John, man. But yeah, no, so he was telling me about Say, and I've been hearing like a lot of noise about Say over the last like month. So, I started like diving deeper into that. Saw like the price action on it, which was pretty impressive. Saw that they had
So what was the dev saying though? Because I remember at one point where every single L1 was coming out that they were going to be like, we used to rate coins based off their TPS speed,
Yeah.
And, hypothetically, like to beat out MasterCard and Visa, like you had to do like a few million a second or something, like, I mean, what was he saying? Like, because that's exactly what I read. Like on the site, it was like fastest scaling, L1, yada yada yada. And like sometimes I don't do diligence. I just listen to crypto Twitter, and I'm like, all right, like I'm a DJ. I heard enough accounts talking about it. Like, let's ape, But I mean, was he saying like what's he saying?
He was saying like the scalability and their TPS is better than Solana, and he was actually saying, because he was a Solana dev, and he's like, I think this could be like, like the next Solana. And then he was comparing the market cap to that of Cardano, and he's like, it's only sitting like at about like I think it was like a 1.2, 1.3 bill market cap back then. So he's saying if it reaches like the market cap of Cardano, it would be like in the 50s.
It'd be a $50 coin.
It'd be a $50 coin. So that's a nice little upside from what it's at now, like sitting at like around 70 or something.
Let me see right now. I didn't bring up CoinGecko. All right, let's see. So 78 cents. It is at, 77 cents is down 11%. Market cap is 1.8 billion.
1.8 billion.
Yeah.
Growing fast.
646 million trading volume. Total supply, that's 10 billion. Circulating supply, 2.3 billion. Fully diluted valuation, 7.8 billion.
Chart looks nice.
Yeah, so 30-day, it's up 154%.
I figure with that all, like everybody talking about it on Twitter now, like, it's kind of like a local top. So I might wait for a retrace a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I know once it hits the timeline, and once I see certain people on the timeline talk about it, not like crypto OGs, but just people that are like, oh, I just heard of this, I'm aping now. I'm like, all right, this is a local top for now.
That's how I came across AVAX,
Well, AVAX, like what, it was like $11 in November. What is it now, like around 44?
Yeah, I'm talking like last year. AVAX was like dollars, like, it's like June 2021, people were talking about it.
AVAX was such an obvious play too, because it's like, everybody talks about how Web3, like what's going to bring mass adoption is like Web3 gaming. And most of the games were being built on Avalanche, because I remember going at 3XP conference out in Pasadena, which is like the video game conference. Yeah. And
I got free tickets to that.
Yeah, well, shout out to Christina for hooking up those free tickets. Like Christina's coming through. But yeah, I mean, like, it's like they every game over there was being built on Avalanche.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, if you believe in like Web3 gaming and that bringing mass adoption and that's gonna grow like into a big sector.
But that's initially what Solana was going to be, because it could handle larger like bandwidth, right? Like that's where it was supposed to be, the gaming ecosystem. But now Ronin's really blown up. Like, man, like I don't know. We were talking about Pixels last time.
Pixels looked fun because it looked like what was that game? Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah, something like that. Like Pixels was their game, but yeah, Ronin was that's the L1 they're on. And that's where God, why am I blank? They had the hack. God, why am I blank? They were selling the NFTs for dude, what was it called?
On Ronin Chain or
Yeah.
Axie Infinity?
Axie Infinity, bro. Jesus Christ.
Like you talking about Axie? Yeah, Axie's coming back, and dude, like shout out to like Cali Slug, who's like got his own like gaming guild with Axie, and like he has been pushing Axie like, man, dude, ever since I known him. But yeah, like I mean, like dude, Axie at one point was huge. Like I mean, like you had like people like paying other people to play Axie. You know what I mean? So it's like, and Axie never really went away.
Well, just that hack exploit really set them back.
Yeah.
That was the one. I mean, dude, Axie was like maybe $150 or something. Like it was crazy. That was like the one I meant. Like Soul ran like Axie. Axie had to be the one that just like, bro, it just ripped like nuts.
Yeah, and like you were saying, because I remember you talking about Ronin Chain. It's like Ronin's building like a lot of native like Web3 games.
I think CyberKong's is on
with Ronin, right?
With Ronin, yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what makes, Ronin different than them, other than like where the masses kind of go and it just gets adopted, But I think there's like 100,000 monthly active wallets on Ronin together,
Yeah.
And that's all just around gaming ecosystem. And they, what's interesting, like, shout out to Luke, founder of Pixels, like, just no marketing is really being pushed behind this. And that's what I think is really fascinating. Like a lot of these organic growths, whether it's through community or like people talking about it, are a lot of those projects I really like. Not where it's just like blasted in your face. I just watched, man, have you seen, there's a Netflix documentary that came out yesterday called Bitcoin.
Man, I saw it on the timeline, but I haven't watched it. I was gonna watch it yesterday, but I was like watching Fargo. I was catching up on the new season of Fargo, which is great. But
bro, it's funny. It's like it's old crypto. It's funny because it was the ICO craze when they were running this, and now it's like dudes are dropping meme coins, 6,000 of them per second. Like these guys were just early wave where it was like the hot thing, which is probably no different than every fucking meme coin that's launched right now. Well, they had no plan. There was a bunch of money. They're like, holy shit, we got to build something now. Yeah.
It was funny. I was talking to this one guy, man. I ain't going to drop his name, but he was talking about how back in the Safe Moon days when all the meme coins were popping off on Binance Smart Chain, they would launch a meme coin, like multiple just meme coins on the daily. And I'm like, man, okay, so that's how you make bank, huh? Just launch a bunch of meme coins and see what happens.
Yeah, you don't even need a fucking website anymore. Like, I mean, that's literally the difference. Like, these guys just in it. He copies a white paper from 10x, which was funny because 10x could have been. I mean, bullshit. I checked the chart yesterday because I was like, damn, what was that coin? Because he's talking about transacting your crypto dollars into credit card, Visa. And it was funny because I'm like, damn, there was another project. And he brought up. He goes, so we went to 10x. Took their white paper and just copied it. And that's literally what Tron did. Tron took Bitcoin's white paper and just replaced everything. Literally, the dude is like, we took every word that said 10x and put Centra. I think that was it. And then they copied and pasted. Even the guy on their that was their founder and CEO, they just made him up. I mean, it is, yeah.
It's insane the amount of like, debauchery and scams that go on sometimes in like this industry where it's like, people launch something, just copy white paper, or just like copy and paste code from something else and just like launch it as their own. So, I mean, I feel like the industry has a long way to grow in that aspect, but it's like when you have such a speculative market where people are like just looking to make like fast money, it's like I can see why that is profitable. It's like you launch a meme coin, like you literally launch something and like nobody has any like information on it, but people ape and like push that thing like to like $1 million market cap like within like 30-40 minutes, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man, the meme coin like, man.
Yeah, I mean, AVAX was popular. I heard like AVAX. So I was listening to a space the other night, and like they were talking about how like AVAX Foundation was pumping a lot of those meme coins to get like volume and attention on AVAX, and now they kind of like fizzled out. I guess except for Cock, you were saying, right? It's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
Cocky,
Well, the memes they're still putting out memes. I mean, the best memes kind of win, you know.
Yeah.
I think Cock is fucking hilarious, bro. Like, I don't know. I think it's I think I checked it's like 120 million on the market cap.
So took a hit down from like the high. I think
Yeah.
like what it was like 240.
Yeah. But you know, like everybody said, a lot of these plays, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to say that they're the play now, but it could be a play during a bull market. You know, so if AVAX runs to like 100, which we've seen it at those highs, I think it could be something. You know, I mean, just keep a bag of it. You know, I don't know. I put $100 in it, bro, just to see like what happens. You know.
Well, dude, you know the one that ran out of nowhere and that kind of like established a meta of its own, which is so crazy, was a gently used car, like on Salon. Yeah, you haven't heard of this one?
Nah.
Really?
No.
Oh man, so gently used Honda Civic, a gently used 2001 Honda Civic, ticker used car,
Wow.
right? And like it ran on its own meta, like there came like all these derivatives, and that's how you know when a coin made it, when there's like a bunch of derivatives about it. So it was like, you know, gently used Nokia, gently used BlackBerry, gently used like a bunch of rugs came after it, right? Gently used Toyota. But you know, a gently used 2001 Honda Civic, right? That was the meme. It started running, I think like it topped off like at maybe like 40 mil, which was like, yeah, like last Friday. So like a week ago it was like at 40 mil. I checked the chart this morning. It's like sitting at about 20 mil market cap, which is insane considering it's its own meme, you know what I mean? There was never a Honda Civic 2000, you know, and it kind of made its own meme. It kind of played off all the other memes, like, you know, like they would do memes with like, you know, dog with fat in it, and like all the other like, you know, big meme coins on Solana inside like a 2001 Civic. Homie Fast Eddie started doing spaces with it, and then he actually bought himself a gently used 2001 Honda Civic and was like mobbing it around. Flew the head gasket on it, like on the 101 racing a Lambo. So it just kind of adds to the lore of like, you know, this gently used 2001 Honda Civic.
He said racing a Lambo.
Racing a Lambo. Which is funny, dude. I remember like back in the day, my homie had one of those, and it's like, remember like the car clubs and people would fix up like their cars and everything. It was funny because he fixed up,
Well, goddamn, Fast and the Furious. That was the whole,
that was the whole thing.
the little rice rockets. And shit,
Yup.
yeah.
Yeah, they were big for a minute, so yeah, he had like the fixed up like Civic with the lights and like the rims. It was hilarious.
It's funny. Yeah, everybody wanted to be,
Fast and
trying to be, Paul Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I remember going to those car shows. They were pretty bad though. It's like,
Yeah, we used to
They're
go out to
sick.
Compton and Maine on the
Yeah.
cruise.
mm-hmm.
I mean, now the takeovers are crazy. Me and Paul were here one time, and I was ready to leave, dude. And Paul's like, let's have another beer. It's like 1 a.m, and I'm like, all right, you know.
Yeah.
And I start seeing all these cars, man. I was like, man, this shit looks suspect. Like, something's about to go down. We're about to get robbed. I don't know. These dudes are like all hoodied up, cap low, and they're in an Infinity, bro. And they stop right in front of the shop, and we're just like, yo. And I'm looking at these dudes like, man, what's about to happen right now, man? And like all these cars started just loading up. It's crazy. Everybody stopped, and like in a minute, bro, like there must be a timer or a text message that goes out, because it was like boom, all the doors open on the cars, and there was like in just seconds, bro, it was like 400 people surrounding the whole thing, and I was like, bro, it's about to be a takeover, and dude, like 1:15 in the morning, bro, these dudes are just like whipping, dude, like, and everybody got away. It was crazy.
It was funny, like when I was living in like Ladera Heights, like right there on like what is it, La Cienega and Centinela, like right at that corner. They were doing like takeovers like almost every other night. It was like hilarious. Like they just take over like the intersection, busting donuts, and just like, we used to do that. Like, man, I remember those used to go down in the valley too, where like you'd have like takeovers in the valley, and like people would be racing down like main drags on the valley because you'd have like straight roads.
Yeah.
That would go for miles. So like you just have like all the cars meet up, all the races go down. Yeah, street racing culture is an interesting subculture.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, I mean, even cars now, bro, everybody's got LS in their car, you know? Like,
Yeah.
the game's changed.
It's funny. I had like this one boy that was into it. Like, so he had a Civic hatchback, and he ripped out all the seats except for the driver's seat, and I had like the knobs, like in it, had like everything just like ready to go, and like he actually built that to like a pretty much close to a 10-second car.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now you just raced a Tesla, bro.
Yeah.
Damn Cybertruck.
Dude, did you see that video of the Cybertruck
Pulling the Porsche?
pulling the Porsche and beating the Porsche? Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, the pulled Porsche beat the original Porsche on the trailer.
Yeah.
It beat it by nose, which is, I mean, the Tesla won, but it was even crazy that the trailer, the nose of the Porsche from the trailer beat out the Porsche racing it. Like, it's crazy.
You gotta give it to Elon, man. I mean, the Tesla truck,
The robots are crazy.
the robots look crazy. What he's done with like X now that he's taking it over, the whole release of the Twitter files, like with what is it, Matt Talib, and God, I forgot the other journalist's name. But yeah, I mean, like that. I think that's why they're going so hard on him. Like, it's like whoever controls the narrative controls reality, right? And like right now, you have a means. And like,
Tezos is the gently used 2001 Honda Civic.
Is
But
that
soon
John?
it will become gently used 2024 F35 Lightning.
Is that John?
Yes.
Shout out John, bro. I love
bro.
John, man.
Wait, what's the F35 Lightning, bro? Is that the 350? I want to know what that is.
Oh, I don't even know.
He said Tesla's.
Oh,
That's funny, bro.
man. Dude, you know what I loved about Tezos? Like, it's like when they had the Hickonock and they had like this whole punk rock art scene. Like, maybe like back in early 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just like really punk rock, like artist for artist, the whole Hickonock scene. Like, Tezos had a thriving art community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure it still exists. John was telling me like Hickonock's still there because like it went down but came back up. But dude, they had like Ralph Steadman, the illustrator for Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay.
He's on Tezos.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like you had a lot of like dope ass art on Tez. So I mean, like, John's always preaching the Tez gospel. So I definitely see Tezos, doing something during this bull market. And then I mean, they are working with like the California DMV on their car titles and everything.
Tezos?
Tezos, that's the chain they chose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Move so slow though. It's gonna
Oh man.
take. That might be a while.
Yeah, before we see
Well, we were just talking about AI in the morning, man, and it's crazy. Like, my buddy Judd was talking about how just a lot of these jobs and positions and just automation of a lot of work is just gonna like be gone. And when you think of like bringing AI, so like, what I'm getting to is something like the DMV is really fucking old. Like, it's slow, it's old. Like, they're boomers, right? They use an old system. It would be culture shocking if they just updated. Like, the biggest update they did was you could renew your driver's license online.
Yeah.
Like that took forever, Like, I don't got to wait 4 hours to just get a new ID or a new driver's license,
Yeah.
I mean, man, like, yeah, if they could get to blockchain, I mean, Godspeed, dude, because that'll be huge. Like,
Yeah.
the DMV is a nightmare, bro. You don't know how their day is going. You're just like, dude, I hope like I get somebody nice.
Dude, you're at the mercy.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll be in line and you're next, and they're like, lunch break, and you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, come on, like.
Well, I remember like I went to the bathroom once, came out, they're like, oh yeah, we called your number. I'm like, well, I was like in the bathroom. They're like, yeah, get another number. I'm like,
God
God.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you got to do an
nightmare.
appointment, but you'll still wait like an hour.
Yeah, the appointments take just as long. It's hilarious. It's like yeah. I mean, government bureaucracy at its finest is the DMV.
Hey, yo, my pimpin' homie, see, Van Gogh's in the building.
Oh,
It's
we
a
got
long
Van
play,
Gogh?
not a vise. Lowe's freshen up for the pre-IRL. What's up, Van Gogh? See you in a bit, my G's.
Is that
Van
Van Gogh?
Gogh,
Shout
what's
out
up?
Van Gogh.
What's up with the youths, y'all?
Dude, Van Gogh's been fucking killing it, like along with Show Me, dude, doing like the D-Utes After Dark.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been killing that game and everything.
Yeah, I see it, man. He's on the, dude, he's grinding those faces, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, there was someone that snatched up like 130 youths.
I saw that.
And then he dumped for like a 13 ETH loss.
Really?
Yeah, he just sold like today, but it was at a loss if I'm not mistaken. He filled all the bids on.
That makes.
I don't know. I don't know if he thought it was a play. It looked pretty bottomed out, and then just pan up.
That makes absolutely no sense. Like, I mean, I could see taking a loss like before, you know, the first for like tax loss harvesting. But I mean, come on, man. And I mean, like, yo, like, I mean, like, to give it to like Frank and like the D Gods, it's like what they're actually building now. Because it's like, I've always said this to Van Gogh. I'm like, yo, I feel like D Gods got like the strongest community. They ride for each other. They show up, and like the whole like, you know, launch pad that they're building out, where it's like, yo, you got a company, you're planning on doing something, you want to release some apparel. Like, it's like we're here as a community to help and like guide you in the whole process.
That's how it should be.
You know, I feel that's the play right there, because it's like a lot of people, like, when you're first joining these communities, it's like you were joining because it's like it's an into connections that you would never make. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So it's like you're surrounded by like, oh, you know, this dude's like a CEO of like X company. This dude's like a venture capitalist. It's like, oh, you know, this person has this background. Oh, it's like I manufacture this. I know how to do like points of sales. It's like I know how to do this. So it's like I feel like that's really the strength right there, and that's like the secret sauce. It's like this launch pad, and like, you know, say like in 6-8 months, like you have like some successful companies that come out of this launch pad. That would definitely drive up the value of like those assets. So it's like I don't see the logic in that play of like buying 130 utes and dumping them like that.
So what is D Gods got cooking right now? Like what are they working on?
So yeah, that launch pad is like, I guess, like their main thing that they're working on. Frank was teasing that, and then like actually Sonny, who's like got elected president of
he came in last week. He had a pudgy huddle hoodie.
Yeah. He was at IRL last week and everything. So
he was looking for Van Gogh. Van Gogh was out filming his Mamba Mentality commercial.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was on the beach getting them shots in.
I think Flyride might be out there on the beach shooting some content right now.
Nice.
So IRL fans all over Venice.
Facts.
But yeah, I mean, like Sonny was talking about the launch pad and everything, and like I said, it's like, you know, you get
so them supporting internal brands within the system.
Exactly, like
almost like Skunkworks, right? It's like internal, you know, not self-funding, but like you could fund it through the community, you know.
Yeah, or like even you have like an audience already for like your product, like for example, like, you know, Poco, who's got the D Gods beer over at Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, so Poco's got that.
Wait. Explain that. He's got.
Oh, Poco
in Dodger Stadium.
Poco used his D Gods IP and has like a beer over at Dodger Stadium. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so like, you know, like an ape water like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Poco's D God over at Dodger Stadium, which is like nice. You know what I mean? It's like having the D Gods out in Dodger Stadium. And that's huge now that we got like Otani like playing.
Bro.
Oh my God. Yeah, huge. So it's like in like with D Gods, like they're great IP, but I feel like Utes is a great IP. And like we've had like Milk come on the show, like who's founder of Munchie Factory. Like she's the one that did like the Ute loops, like the cereal boxes and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Utes does have that. That's a good one.
Yeah, Utes is a great IP play. Like in my opinion, like they're just very commercially viable. And like, I mean, D Gods, like if you go to season 3, you know, you got like some good like commercially viable D Gods and everything. But I just feel Utes is the IP play because they're.
Okay.
I mean, like I see a Ute on something, it instantly draws attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's their floor at right now?
I mean, last time I think it was like sitting around like half an ETH. I don't know what it is after like the. You know what happened?
Drop off.
Yeah, like the pickup drop off.
Let's see. Open sea. Let's see, man. Alright, let's see. Damn, little pudgies are 1.07.
Oh really? Above beneath?
Azuki's, damn, Azuki's is up 645.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see, what am I looking for?
Dude,
damn, pixels are 1.84, bro. Oh my God.
Pixels?
The land, dude. It was 1 ETH and I was looking at them. Our Utes is 0.62. Damn, D Gods aren't in the top volume.
Dude, Pixel Land at 1.8?
Yes.
Didn't you say it was like 0.2, like
Bro,
maybe like?
so in August,
Yeah.
it was 0.1. It almost 10x. And then when
Yeah.
we were talking about it just like 2-3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
maybe a month ago, it was 1 ETH. And I was already like, yo, I gotta cop one at 1 ETH. And that was Spaceland. So I was like, all right, I gotta get Spaceland. And you need a windmill and a storage. And it says floor is 1.8 ETH right now. Like, Jesus.
Jeez.
Yeah, D guys are 355.
355.
Yeah, they've been kind of holding steady.
Yeah, they've been
Utes
holding
is
that
0.6 too. Van Gogh kept telling me, he's like, yo, grab a Utes. Like, he wants to run a play with it. I kind of like that. So, I mean, if you're a Utes holder or D-Gods, they're willing to work and establish with you, like, brands.
Yeah, exactly. And like you can use the IP, and like they'll help you like with the launch pad and everything to get things off. That's why I think like they're a great play. And like I mean, honestly, like it's like I wanted to talk to Poco because I wanted to cop like one of like the Raider jersey Utes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, how'd you get your beer over there? Because it's like these Raider jersey Utes would be dope at Allegiant Stadium, like over in like Raider in Vegas. But yeah, I mean like Utes is like one of my favorite IP plays. Like I just feel it's commercially viable. But damn, dude, Pixel Land at 1.8.
Bro, man. I'm like, dude, Ronan's like, I gotta see where Ronan's at, but I'm like, man, I knew. And then, bro, the other thing is that, like, the ecosystem on it, you take 1%. There's only 5,000 plots of land. So there's like 20,000 active players daily. 1%, every time someone farms on your land, you take 1% of that yield. So you exchange it for berry token. So it's like, man, the land's like a solid play because it's just a revenue stream, you know? So you could cash out that berry token for Ronin, like on the spot to the Ronin wallet. Like that's what I liked about it. Even if I'm not playing every day, that land is going to be yielding. So imagine when that gets to 100,000 players, there's only 5,000 lands.
How many daily active players do they got right now?
20,000.
Okay. Damn. That's insane because I remember you showing me that land and they were sitting at about an ETH. And
Yeah,
it's
bro. I'm like, dude, it's just been moving. Bro, imagine at one point, dude, it was like 0.01. Like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yep. Yeah. It's just wow. Yeah, but I like that. So Utes might be a play.
Yeah.
What else are you looking at, like, overall market? Like, is it just meme coins right now? Are you still dabbling in NFTs? Like,
Okay, so you know what the meta is free NFTs. Like I was saying, those Saiyans were a free mint,
okay.
and like they already like 500, right? So I mean, like if you're copying a free mint, it's like what are you really spending? Like you're spending like whatever the gas for transaction fees are. So there's like a tremendous upside. It's like
The meta was on what? That was
that on almost any chain. It's like, oh, dude, for instance, Steamboat Willie.
yeah.
Oh, man,
I've seen those. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I fumbled that because I knew like the Mickey IP was going to be released like on like January 1st, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking for like Mickey plays, whether it be meme coins or some NFTs, and dude, I don't know what distracted me. So like I didn't see them, but dude, those things were minting for like $2 and like ran up to like I think like almost half an ETH at its high.
Crazy. Yo, so with this release of this IP, you could do anything you want with it.
With the Steamboat Willie, not the Mickey.
Mickey, yeah, but Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie.
So designs, anything like, that's good to know.
Yeah, like you had that all over the timeline because everybody was coping, seething like, oh my god, I didn't get in on this free money, and dude, you even had Beeple making every day with Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, people's been. I'm glad that some of his stuff has been a little better.
Yeah, I'd rather see the Steamboat Willie than other Willies that he's been doing lately.
Yeah. He's on the heavy run.
He had like a week.
Bro, I know, it's so insane. Like,
oh man, there's some funny pieces though. I mean, like the Solana Boner, that's a classic.
Yeah.
The Solana Bros touching tips. And the Cabal one, it's like, man.
Yo, break down the Cabal. I seen Turk talking about it. Like, what's the Cabal? I seen it was trending for a little bit.
Oh, okay, so that became viral because of our boy Leap, who's on the IRL Alpha show tonight. So Leap put out a tweet saying that, oh, in Web3 there are cabals, that there's like, 3 different type of cabals. I forgot what it was, but you know, there's like an angel check cabal, like a meme coin cabal, I think like an NFT cabal. Like, so he was breaking them down, and then he's like, you know, he's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm in every cabal. He's all like, you know, I started with no connections, but you could be too. So he just made this viral tweet go off, and I don't know if like he intended it for to go so viral, or if that was his intention. If that was your intention to go that viral, kudos to you, Leaf. That was really good. So, you know, after he broke, you know, Mirtha the code of silence, I'm sure he got kicked out of all the cabals. Yeah. But, yeah, that went viral. Everybody was talking about cabals on the timeline. Last week, we even talked about cabals at the RL Alpha show. A meme, of course, launched called Cabal. Because, you know, once something hits the timeline, there's going to be a meme coin that's going to pump and die pretty quick, which is exactly what happened. But, yeah, that was like the whole Cabal thing. It was like a hot, spicy topic for about 2 days.
Yeah.
Before we moved on to like the next
hot. 2 years in crypto Twitter, you know?
Exactly. Before we found something else to talk about.
Cabals.
The cabals, yeah. Well, it's funny because I think like so many people were upset about it, or felt a certain kind of way about that tweet, because it's like, you know, they see crypto or they see this as like an opportunity to break away from like the gatekeeping that's in so many other industries. Like, for instance, like, you know, if you were to be stock trading before, I mean, even before Robinhood came about and you could buy fractionalized shares of stock, it's like you had to have like 25K in like a TD Ameritrade account.
Yeah.
So there was like a certain barrier to entry, because it's like, you know, you had to have a certain amount of capital to even trade to make these kind of investments, or you had to be like an accredited investor to get into things. So what like crypto really did was democratize access to like financial markets, to like you know, like DeFi protocol.
Only qualification was being a degen.
Only qualification, man, being a degen, doing your own research, and you know, just going for it. So I think that's what like really got a lot of people feeling a certain kind of way about that tweet, was that it's like, okay, well, we came into this industry to get away from gatekeeping and all that, but we just built the same structures that we were getting away from. So I felt people felt a certain kind of way. But it's like, I don't think that was like quite his intention. I mean, if you look at it, it's like, okay, you get into like Web3, you like network, you meet people. And obviously through networking and meet people, you build connections, and through those things, you might find opportunity. So I feel like that's really what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
That like you can come into like this industry with nothing, and through like your own tenacity and your own, you know, ability to go out there, put yourself out there, network, like you can make some good plays. But yeah, I think the timeline took it a completely different way. But you know, I'll ask Leap about that tonight. It's like we'll get some clarification on the cabal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what was popping off then before, you know, the new flavor of the day. I don't even know what's popping today. I've been off Twitter for 2 days, so it feels like a couple years.
Man. Yeah. I mean, that's why I seen the Matrix port thing trending, and then that was kind of it. I seen that there was a Pudgy's airdrop. That I was trying to figure out where that was from. Only with a big Pudgy, not a little Pudgy. So I gotta like go into the Discord to see what's up there.
You know what's funny? It's like I saw Kramer tweeted that like Bitcoin isn't going anywhere, right? Like, cause I got it like in a couple of alerts, and that's when I should have shorted the whole market. Like,
Bro,
once
I know,
Kramer
because
said
we
that,
got a wipe. Yeah. You know what? The smartest thing I did was not trade through the holidays. I tried on the 30th and 31st, and we had a pretty like some of these top signals were hitting. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna go into the year like pissed off, you know? 'Cause there really wasn't much happening. And bro, it's just been like just manipulation, bro. You know, like the market's like moving and then down and then flush, and then Kramer tweets, flush. Kramer says this. It's just like, bro, I don't know. The Kramer thing yesterday was like, you know, that was literally.
Kramer's got 100% hit ratio, like just inverse. Whatever he says, do the opposite.
They have a tweet saying that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl, and everybody's just like, yo, tear your tickets. Tear your tickets.
Wait, Kramer said the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad for Cowboy fans.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Yeah, it was Cowboys. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so 49ers looking good to win it then.
Shit, bro. I don't see the Eagles doing anything.
I mean, Eagles are pretty solid too. Like, they're solid.
But their corners are light. I mean, the other thing is that like the team needs to really get off on a big lead. What do you think of Baltimore, bro?
Yo, they're looking strong. Like,
They just been, I've been like dissing them all year. Like I just been like, it's
yeah,
Baltimore. You
that's
know?
what I thought too.
Not taking them serious, and I'm like, damn, dude, like these mofos have been just slaying it.
Yeah, I feel like Baltimore's strong. Like Eagles are pretty strong. 49ers. I'm not feeling Kansas City this year.
I mean,
you know,
we've seen
like
that
Mahomes.
though. Their offense has been,
They're a little off.
yeah.
Think it's
Defense
just-
has been keeping it close, but that's it, bro. If they don't get no points up, I mean, they're screwed.
You think it's the Swifty effect?
Nah, I don't know. That's the new Madden effect. Like, it's like the Madden cover.
Maybe. I mean, like I wouldn't throw Mahomes out of it. Like he's one of like the best quarterbacks.
But
in
it
the
also
game right
put
now.
spotlight on like when Brady had like no receivers, bro. Like Brady was like, still kind of doing his thing.
Brady made a deal with the devil, and that guy is not human.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
I do not believe he's human. Like I remember what it was like the Super Bowl against the Falcons. No, not the Falcons. The Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh,
And
man.
it's like Atlanta was up the whole game,
my God.
killing them. And then in the fourth quarter, he comes back and ties it like towards the end, and that's what I turned it
remember
off.
that.
Yeah, I just turned it off. I'm like, all right, I already know
I
Patriots won
had
this.
money on the Falcons, and I remember my girl was like, "Oh, like this is a layup, like you won, blah blah." And I was like, "No," I was like, in sports betting, nothing is a lock, nothing's guaranteed.
No.
And I was like, nothing is for certain. And I was like, you know what? And I should have doubled down on Brady's second half. I was, there's no way this dude gets blown out in the second half. I knew it. Like, I knew it. And I was like, nah, you know what? Just let your bet ride. Just leave it, Bro, and Pats were juiced, bro. They went from 120, 125, 130. And my stomach was like, bro, I know this dude's about to come back. Ooh. Okay.
Even like remember like when he went to play for the Buccaneers, right? Like he won a Super Bowl like his first like year playing with the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Brady's just like one that was an anomaly in the game.
Yeah, he really was.
Because he won that Super Bowl with the Bucks like at 40, right? He was like 40 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, he had to call in a little. I mean, he had Mike Evans. He
Gronk
had,
was with him.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's pretty busted up. I mean, like body-wise, like he was just like, bro, I'm done.
Yeah,
It's crazy football, like.
well, he's doing like the commercials now, and he's doing I don't know if he's on the Fox one or the CBS one, but he's like on one of like the pregame, postgame shows.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's careers after like football, and dude,
Yeah,
I do love his commercials. I always thought Gronk was funny.
Yeah, he is funny. Yeah, man, we'll see. I don't know. Baltimore, I've been brushing him off, man. My
Who do you
homie
think
PJ,
Baltimore?
He's been like, bro, don't count us out, And I just been like,
You think Baltimore's the one?
I mean, they have a good chance. The only person I see them to give them, so here's the problem. I still think Buffalo's good, right?
Buffalo's cursed though, bro.
Yeah, they are. But I still think they're legit. I don't know. The problem, like I've seen some late games. The one thing with Baltimore, they've had some big leads and they've like choked it. And that could just be more. Their defense needs to hold it together, but they have to get a good lead. And offensively, if they don't hold that lead, man. Because even in that game, like, all right, here's the thing. Being honest, I rewatched the Baltimore game, and I didn't feel like I felt some type of way watching that game.
Right.
It wasn't like, Purdy clearly threw the picks. There was some tip passes, but it wasn't like the score reflected a worse loss in the actual game. Like they were right there. I mean, he benched them. Darnold had them down. It would have been like 27 to like 33. And Darnold got picked off in the end zone. And he just figured he'd sit Brock Purdy. They also started their offense a little late, like when they were really moving the ball. They were probably like, I don't know, they were probably like 4 minutes behind them when they should have started running the hurry-up offense. But like that game was pretty close, So let's just say you need essentially Brock Purdy to throw those 4 picks again. And I think that game, I think it stays a lot closer. But I don't know. It didn't seem like a dominant Baltimore win, Like you rewatching it, it was like, like they won, right? They clearly did their thing, and I'm taking nothing from Baltimore, but I was just like, if you ran it back, dude, I still think Niners take that game.
Yeah, I mean, like Niners have been looking solid all season, like except for a few bad games, like which were off games for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like with the Niners offense, Purdy and like his arm, I feel like Niners probably best chance to win the Super Bowl, like this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he could get paid. He get paid. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be
Any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday.
nah, for sure. And Shanahan's been there, man. I mean, I still think they should have won against the Chiefs, man. That was one that I was really,
Yeah.
Watch your eyes real quick. I still thought they should have beat the Chiefs. They struggled on that one. Up a little bit. Yeah, it's crazy too, because I got to start shifting in a little bit of basketball.
Dad, I can see you.
I know. I'm on camera. Oh, I got some for you right now. What do you think? I've been hearing it more and more. Music NFTs make the run this year.
I mean, there's a lot of great Web or like musicians in Web3.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got like Mari, who like did her drop. You got Eunice, Heroin. You got a lot of great people like out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I just feel like there needs to be a platform to like incentivize these artists to like come and like mint their music on there where they can actually get paid and get.
But do they need to be incentivized, or is it on them to bring in their
like
their
audience
followers?
and everything.
Yeah, go up a little bit. That's where I'm like kind of, that's the split where I'm like, I don't know if they need to necessarily bring in. I mean, they should be doing that already, right? Like if you're a brand, you're a business, you have to bring that audience. That's part of, I don't want to say the job, but that's what you got to do, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like honestly,
You got to wait. Hold on.
I feel like it's like Spotify basically killed the music game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like nobody wants to buy anything unless like they're buying something like for collectability. It's like I'll buy a record because it's like okay, like there's nostalgia to the record. I'll buy like a cassette tape because there's nostalgia to the cassette tape. I'll buy a CD because the same reason. But it's like when you can get on Spotify and just live anything you want and only pay like what $10 a month.
Correct. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Why is someone gonna drop $2,000 on an audio track?
That's what
and
I'm-
then if you run it through the IFPS, you could just download that. So it's like, should music be on chain, or is it more of like to token gate to allow exclusive access for the artist versus trying to sell them like here's my royalty.
Yeah, see, that's where I feel like that's the win because it's like you got artists like Emily Lazar and like she's like the metal band September Morning. So it's like basically if like you have like her NFTs, like you can go backstage, like you get like meet and greets, you get like access to certain like merch that you would not normally get access to. And I feel like that's the sauce right there where it's like if you can provide, like if you got like fans of like your music and then like you could provide something that no one else can get through a token gated experience, I feel like that's the sauce right there. But like to get a song or anything like that, I think like you're only going to hinder yourself because then you limit who can hear your song, you limit your exposure.
Or just like you're saying, like if it's $10, maybe the track doesn't give you royalties, but it's just like $5. You're getting a collector edition, right? With a 1 of 100 art piece, and then what the artist does is then in 6 months, if you collected this, I'm doing a random airdrop, right? And that airdrop being a physical, like, hey, if you have this NFT, you get a one-off hat that I made, or some small, right? Like, I think everybody's like, remember even on the APR stuff, everybody's like, oh, I need 1,000%. Like, realistically, I'm good at like 10, 20%. So if someone's like, hey, bro, you bought this NFT, supported me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a pin, or a T-shirt, or it's like a one-off, like, right? This is like seasonal for this month, this year, like exclusive. Or if you're at a concert that I do and you're within the radius of this, you know, town or city,
Backstage
you get
passes,
backstage,
yeah.
you get a free
VIP,
beer.
yeah.
You know, like something like, hey, like just a little perk. Doesn't gotta be major, but like if I was going to a concert ready to support you, it's like, hey, bro, you get a concert t-shirt or a beer, bro. Like, I'm happy. If I spent $10 on an NFT, bro, a music NFT, supporting the artist that I like, and by holding it, I randomly get chosen, you know? I'm happy with that.
Yeah, see, I think that's like where like I think that's where the sauce is, because it's like to spend $2,000 on something and to like promise royalties in the future, it's like, you know, don't really know about that like structure.
Yeah.
Or to just be on a different platform where they're just gonna exploit you as an artist and they're gonna make like all the money off of you. Well, isn't that what we're trying to get away from?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like when you token gate like an experience or access to the artist, or like even like token gate like quality merch or perks like that, I feel like that's where you can like really see like a bull run happen with like music NFTs. It's just like film NFTs. It's like, it's such a niche. It's like, and there's great like, you know, filmmakers in this space that make things, but it's like you're putting up like what I've seen the problem be is like there's a lot of like barriers up. It's like, okay, here's like a film. It's like, well, here, let's take an example. Actually, this is like an anomaly, but Miguel Fuas with Calendita, like who did that film. And he funded it all through NFTs, which was amazing because he got into like the punk community. So a lot of punks, actually Tony Herrera is one of the EPs on it. And a lot of big players were like funding it. So they raised like $600K to turn his short film Calendita into a feature. Shot it over in, I think, Spain. And then like got a $100,000 grant from like Steven Sonnenberg through one of his foundations to finish up the post. And it, no, you're good. And it's like, okay, cool. It's like, but ultimately to distribute that film, it's like you're gonna go through like normal mechanisms. You're gonna show it in a movie, gonna like reach a normal audience and everything. So I figure music NFTs, it's like if you believe in an artist and like maybe like, you know, crowdfund them that way through NFTs to where like you would make like their album, and their album could be a commercially viable album, and then you get royalties off of that. That could be a certain kind of business structure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, if you're paying $2,000 for a song, it's like who'd pay $2,000 for a song when you can listen to it for free or just?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
bro. Or you're back to LimeWire days, because if you run the IFPS, you're just downloading it, and then it's just like, then what? You know?
Exactly.
So that's.
And then I noticed with like other like films, it's like they'll go up on these platforms that like, you know, it's like they're cool platforms and everything, but it's like they don't have like the users, so it's like you're limiting yourself to who would see your film because you're on this platform. And then like you're trying to token gate like access to the platform, or you're doing like watch to earn structures, which is like, you know, I don't.
Yeah.
Don't really feel like that's the sauce.
Yeah, I think I don't know. There's something like it's we're all trying to figure it out, right? And I think there's something there. Music NFTs. But yeah, I mean, the other thing I was saying is that if it's even to record companies, if it's just like proposed almost like a SaaS model, you know, where it's like, hey, this is just into the artist, right? And going through and just, instead of it being like you have to be in the NFT community, I don't know, just like packaging it different is what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, like you said, it's like, oh, you got to go here to do this, and even leaving it open, like, hey, man, if you collect it, you collected it, you know? Even, I remember when, like, Jeff was like, I like Jeff's thing, like, he's almost a perfect example. It's not a music NFT, but I think it's pretty close.
Which Jeff?
Jeff Staple.
Oh, okay.
Like, his NFT was like, yo, like, you know, I'm going to give you I'm going to update it, right? If you update the task, right, I'm going to see what your updated NFT. You're allowed to, like, you know, come in while, you know, to listen in on a business negotiation deal.
And that's like some real utility right there.
That's huge, bro.
Because that's like giving you access to
huge.
something you would never have access to normally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, that's the sauce. That's what you need to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you want to do music NFTs, it's either crowdfunding an artist that you believe in to get their album made and then getting a piece of those royalties, or like a piece of that, or it's, you know, token getting experiences, merchandise, access to the artist would be the way to go about it. But you know, charging 200, 300, 1,000 for a song doesn't really make sense.
Yep. For sure.
Same with the film NFTs. It's like, yo, it's like, why am I gonna pay like $300, $400 for like a movie? It's like everybody streams on Netflix, and it's hard enough to get somebody to go to the movies. And even like, yo, it's like the last time I was going to the movies, I had like the AMC pass, which was like $25 a month, and you could see like 3 movies a week.
Yeah.
So it's like based on a subscription model also. Now, if you could build a Web3 like Netflix type thing where it's like you'll have like different, you curate films that you would not normally see or that aren't like too mainstream, and you build a niche out that way, maybe. But you know, you're still building a subscription-based model.
Yeah. For sure. What's your favorite music NFT platform?
Well, it's funny because I don't even know the platforms. I know the musicians, and I have like my favorite musicians that are up in the space.
Are certain artists though token gating what they're
Well, like the only one that I've seen like do it is like I said,
Utes are pretty dope, bro. I was looking at Utes right now.
Utes are dope. Yeah, like the only one that I know that's really like token gated like experiences. It's like I said, Emily Lazar with her band September Morning, where it's like, you know, you get my NFT, and it was like a PFP NFT type thing. It's like you get this NFT and then you get access to like, you know, XYZ. It's like you could come to, you could do this, you get that, like you get backstage, you get this. So it's like that I could see being valuable, and it's like there's a lot of great musicians in this space. It's just how do you build something out, and like what's that look like?
Yeah.
I could go over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Go down there. Yeah, I remember Koopa was like big in the space. He was writing up like real dope threads. Koopa tripping. I had somebody met him at an event that Patrick invited us to.
What's the truth of it? I've heard something familiar.
Yeah, he was like leading the music NFT space.
Okay. Well, see, there's another like here's another good like Web3 musician. It's like I've seen her stuff like on the timeline, which is Blue, and Blue started working with Bootsy Collins, like, you know, the dude, and her stuff's great. Like she's got a great voice and like a great range, like, and she built out like the way I found out about Blue was she would just do a song every day, and I think she did it for like maybe 100 days or something. So she'd cover a song or do a duet with somebody. And like, dude, yeah, her voice was just like, she was banging, dude. And then like, I don't know if that's the way she caught Bootsy's attention, but yeah, she's gonna be working with Bootsy Collins, dropping something with them or his label. I'm not exactly sure the details, but it's like,
That's pretty fire.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of talented artists in this space, a lot of talented musicians, and it's just,
But so that's the thing though, right? You can't just cold turkey be on, you know, just like NFT, vice versa. You can't not be doing NFTs, you know?
exactly.
At least
Like,
on the music side, if you're an artist, because it's just another avenue to connect with your fans.
yeah, I feel like they complement each other. It's like, you know, you're still gonna need to be like on Spotify to get that mass appeal. You know, be on like something like that, like where people know who you are. Like, oh, okay, I got this NFT if you want to like support, and like you get XYZ or like this token gated experience, or you can like, even if like you're a big artist, man, like say like you're a huge artist, like you know, you're like a Drake or something, or it's like ticketing to your concerts like through using NFT tech is a big thing. Or it's like if you hold this NFT, we know you're a real person, so it's like you get access to, you know, like merch before anybody else or whatnot.
No, for sure. Keep it simple.
because I feel when you overcomplicate things, you just create like friction, a barrier to entry, and it just kind of like turns people off from doing it.
Yeah, well, because that's initially what I thought. Initially was like music NFTs, your music needs to be put onto it. But then it was just like, nah, like, it's like just another lane to market yourself. Because it was too complicated. Like, it could be used for royalties, like, like if you and the artist split that, but it's really, I mean, you would need all Spotify, pull down right here, you would need all of Spotify on chain to be able to, like, if you did a multi-sig wallet, you would need every song on the platform on chain to even like follow that, right? Like, there's no way to monitor every single stream of this song. And that's what I think with streaming services already pre-built, I think just simple, keeping it low fees, a simple user interface for the artist, something custom built out. That's why I'm kind of even thinking it's just going to be for large artists at first, right? Or something simple where it's SoundCloud, like, yo, just follow me, right? Like, be up to tune. Like, get my drops, or, this is where I'm playing my music.
It's like a SoundCloud kind of like platform would work.
Because
it was like,
there's not a shortage of where you could upload your music right now.
mm-mm.
And that's the... So it's like figuring out what problem is being solved, other than, like, I don't know, token getting some drops,
Yeah, it's like, how are you making this experience better for the user? How are you making it so it's fair for the musicians? It's like, how are you reaching an audience?
Yeah, because, I mean, even what do you call it, like Snoop dropping on Sound XYZ. Let me know if this is too
Oh, you're good.
Still cool?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me see what, let me see. Over here. Searching while I'm shaving and cutting. Sound, change, sound, damn, what was the other one that was on Solana and they left too?
Was it a music platform?
Yeah, they have the token. They were trying to be a streaming service. Damn, what are they called? Software. I'm on SoundChain right now. See if I want to collect. How do I? Oh wow, it's free. Limited edition. Sign in to collect. That's pretty crazy. There's free music on SoundChain. I mean on Sound.xyz. What? Says Van Gogh wasn't following me. Even on the retweet.
Well, do you ever get like the experience where like you're following someone on Twitter and then like you look at it again and you're not following them, like it drops people from following?
Yeah, I'm limited on my so I could only follow. I be tagging Elon on it because I'm only limited a certain amount of followers. Like, I think I'm capped at 7,500. So I have to go through and like unfollow a bunch of stuff sometimes, but not like, more like, unless it's a main. Like, it was funny, I was looking up after that documentary, I looked up 10X and I was still following 10X. I mean, like, I unfollowed them. I was like, I don't need to be following these dudes, I've been trying to free up my follower count because like
Yeah, I'm capped too. I'm capped like at 5,000.
that's whack, dude. I'm like, what? Like, you know how much alphas out there? I need to follow everybody. I need everything.
It's funny, like, I noticed, like, if you curate it, like, because I need to go through it and just curate it, because so many people are inactive or, like, haven't stuck around.
Yeah.
Or, like, yeah, I need to start curating I need to go through my followings.
Yeah, they don't make it easy. Like, IG will let you know these are your least interacted accounts, because I'm capped on IG too. Go this for a little bit. So it'll let me know. So I just unfollow, like, the first, like, 20 accounts that are shown. And it literally, it's like, have not interacted in 5 years, or, you know, like, it kind of lets you know, where Twitter doesn't. Like, my first, if I go through my followers, it shows all the recent people I just followed. So I have to sit there for like 30 minutes scrolling, bro, to go all the way to the bottom. Like, when I first started my account, maybe following some accounts that I don't even like care, or, like, you know, like you said, some spam stuff. I mean, I follow a lot of just markets and Twitter stuff. I mean, crypto Twitter stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. I have it curated. I have a whole separate account for like sports. I have a separate one for like I have this one that's just like all NFT art, nothing more, like no projects, no nothing, just straight NFT art of like artists I follow.
So I need to get some other accounts, because it's like mine started off as like, when I first was on Twitter, it was like political Twitter, and then I shifted to like NFTs, crypto, all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, mine's like a mix of like politics, crypto, artists. Yeah.
It's like Joe Biden and then cockcoin.
Well, I trolled Joe Biden so hard that I got followed by like a congressman from the Senate Intel Committee.
Wow.
Yeah. I trolled pretty hard back in, 2020, when I first got back on Twitter.
That's funny. Pull down right here. That's funny.
Yeah, like when I first had my Twitter account, I was just following like film stuff. So like, you know, I had like a small little like account. It was just like people I knew from like SAD or just like different film shit.
Pull down right here. Yeah, I had to split it. I mean, just because when I made the barbershop one, I didn't know what to use it for. I was like, nobody really posts pictures here. So I started following just a bunch of, like, just crypto stuff. And then it just, like, yeah, it just kind of, it's kind of what I've been running with. And then I have a sports one. I have an OG sports one, bro. Like, I follow all these OG, like, just either sports bettors or what do you call it, book line makers, like bookies, scouts. Like I remember when the Pats one year, I had this scout that was on the field. I remember he was talking about Amendola. He was a rookie because Brady had no receivers. And they were like, yo, this kid just went 12 for 12 on routes in practice. And it was like, yo, everybody talking the Pats don't have wide receivers of the year. They might have, I don't know if they won that rookie season, but they were undervalued like a mofo, you know? If I was betting them, man, they were making money, especially because the public wasn't on it yet. But I like everything. That's just what it's fixated on. Nothing more than like sports betting.
I did, like, my Twitter's like just such a mix of like.
There's just so much, bro. Like, so much information. Like, yeah, this one's like tech, crypto. Pretty much, I just sum it as like tech, bro, to be honest. Because I can't keep up with too much. Some markets. If it gets too political, I just start unfollowing stuff. I'm like, I'm just here seeing where the money's going.
I've noticed that too. Like, some of like my spicier political tweets, I'm like, okay.
Even whale alerts, like, I swear this dude is always tweeting how, like, millennials say they'll never own a house. Like, house prices, like, some of the stuff gets kind of old, too. I'm like, bro, you, like, recycling tweets, you know?
Yeah,
like,
and they don't get into, like, the deep details where it's like,
yeah.
It's like, bro, the reason house prices are the way there is because, like, you have, like, big asset managers like BlackRock that are buying all these houses cash. And it's like, you know, pricing people out of markets and everything. Okay.
I dropped it. It's a dark around the shade right here in the back. I'll show you right now. I tried getting it as much of the mullet as I could.
Yeah, I was thinking like, see that picture of Mr. T right behind you?
Yeah.
Like that kind of like.
Drop like that?
Yeah, we're like.
It's definitely in. I think just because it's short. I'll show you right now.
Okay.
What are you guys gonna do on the show right now?
We got the Ordinals is Dead coming up like at 4. So that's gonna be like Big God, Troy. We got Bunzy on the show today and King Butoshi.
Nice.
So that goes on at 4. Which is like, damn, is that an hour from now? That is an hour from
Yeah.
now. So an hour from now we got the Ordinals is Dead show. And then an hour pause between the pre-show which starts at 6. The main show that starts at 7 and the post-show that starts like right after the main show. And then, after party over at Vibesco.
Barbershop?
Mm-hmm.
That's a new spot, right?
Yeah, right across the bridge.
Barbershop. Is it an NFT spot or what is it?
No, it's just like it's like a bar. Yeah, like they got like food and then it's like bar and everything.
Bro, we were at the Brig with Paul. I went to Jelina's to get a chicken parm sandwich. Remember you told me?
Fire.
Bro.
Oh, they give you the chicken parmesan.
Yeah, but they asked me for a plate or it was a plate or it was like, you want the plate or the sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know. And I was like, you know what, the plate, right?
Yeah.
Bro, they just gave me like a big ass piece of chicken and like a little French roll. And I was mad. I sat down at the bar. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, I was
But it
like,
was
this
good,
girl
right?
didn't even, it was good. But I'm like, bro, I wanted the sandwich. And I was pissed. I'm like, man, this girl let me order this shit too, bro. Instead of like looking out being like, are you sure? Because I was like, I'm really hungry. So I was like, I'm going to order the plate.
Yeah.
And like, bro, it ended up just being a damn,
Chicken parm piece.
dude, I was like, bro, the little French roll, bro. I was like, what? I was like, this ain't no sandwich. I was going to go back. I was pissed, dude. I was like, I'm never ordering this shit again.
Yeah, their chicken parm sandwich is so good.
Not good. It was good. I just, my experience is like, I don't know why people do that, you know?
Yeah.
And you could have lucked out and just been like, all right, I see you kind of don't know what to order. Like, I'm going to let you know that this is this. Because I just asked for the brisket sandwich, and I was like, damn, I was like, what else do I want? And then I seen the chicken parm. I was like, oh, you know what? Lowe's told me the chicken parm.
So fire. Dude, the chicken is so good though, like the pizza's so fire, like that place is like I was so disappointed with the sandwich spot right here behind the shop. Oh, that's soggy. It's like chicken parm sandwich. It's like like the bread is kind of spongy, like the sandwich was soggy. I was hungry, so I ate it, but it's like, man, after having like the one at Chitilla with like that crispy like baguette and like perfectly fried chicken parm, like
Yeah. You want any product in it or just natural?
no, I got like some product in there and everything.
Let me show you real quick. So I dropped it here.
Yeah.
So this, we just grow that in a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
And then what we'll do is do like it just have to burst out, you know?
Okay.
But all this, I kind of almost like tapered it, but
Can it go like a little higher or?
you want to take it higher? Yeah.
Yeah, like a little bit
From
hi-
here? Yeah.
Yeah, just like a little
From
bit.
right there, yeah.
Yeah, just like just a little higher on. Thanks, G.
Yeah, just because it dropped, I had to.
Taper it off
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, but as long as the top is still slicking back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that sandwich hurt my soul.
That's funny.
Because there's like nothing worse than like when you're hungry and you want to like eat something good, and then they rug you. I mean, like I think those rugs hurt even more than getting rugged on a mean point.
For sure, right? There's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah, would you get the Italian or the chicken parm?
No, I got the chicken parm. I got that chicken parm.
You didn't get the spicy pea though, right? Or was it
No. But you know what I did here? I heard there's like a couple good sandwich shops that just like opened up in Venice. They got the Florentine style sandwiches.
Vegan was telling me there was a new spot.
Yeah.
He said there was like 2 spots now for the battle of best sandwich in LA or in Venice.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like these 2 spots that are like Florentine style. But I heard like Bay Cities is really good. I think that's Santa Monica.
Fire,
Yeah, okay. See, everybody in the team there told me it's like fire. It's like what, like Italian deli style? Or?
The Godmother is what they say to order.
All right, all right.
The Godmother is a must order. There used to be a spot in El Segundo called Napoli's.
Okay.
They used to do one called The Godfather, and it's just like salami, ham. It was like boar's head meat. It was just like, yeah, it was just fire.
Well, there's like this spot in the Valley that's been there since I think like maybe the 50s or something. Valley's got some fire ass spots, and like